Ram Brahma Sanyal, written by Shri P. Basu. The 19th century in India is often remembered for the tightening grip of British imperial rule. Yet, beneath the political upheaval, a wave of intellectual vigor swept across the subcontinent. Among the many Indians who left an indelible mark on global knowledge was Ram Brahma Sanyal. Despite lacking formal degrees in the natural sciences, Sanyal emerged as a world renowned pioneer in zoology, transforming the Alipur Zoological Gardens into a global benchmark for animal care. Born on 15th February 1851, Ram Brahma Sanyal originally aspired to be a physician. He enrolled in the Medical College, Calcutta, but was forced to abandon his studies due to failing eyesight. However, his talent did not go unnoticed. George King, a professor of botany and superintendent of botanical gardens, recognized Sanyal's potential and offered him a position at the newly established Zoological Gardens, Alipur. The Alipur Zoo, spearheaded by figures like George King, Louis Swindler, and John Anderson, officially opened to the public in May 1876. Sanyal joined in January 1876 as a casual worker, assisting King in landscape gardening. His dedication yielded immediate outcome. By September, he was appointed head babu with a modest salary of rupees 40. Within a year, his touch transformed the grounds into a lush green sanctuary. As the zoo's animal population swelled, reaching over 800 specimens by 1878, Sanyal's responsibilities expanded. He became a self taught polymath, performing duties that would today require a team of specialists. In veterinary care, he treated sick animals with his passionate love for animals, even fed them with his own hands. Ram Brahma Sanyal ensured every species was correctly identified by its scientific name, maintaining rigorous records of purchases and exchanges of animals. He meticulously collected data and recorded the health, diet, and behavior of every animal alongside his administrative duties. His efficiency was so profound that in April 1880, Ram Brahma Sanyal was appointed the first superintendent of the gardens. Remarkably, the British Managing Committee had searched globally for a European scientist to fill the role, even offering a higher salary and free accommodation, but could find no one whose expertise matched Sanyal's. Sanyal was appointed at a lower salary than the offered to a European, exposing the exploitative attitude of the British management. But Ram Brahma was undaunted and continued to perform his jobs relentlessly and silently. In 1892, Sanyal published his magnum opus, a handbook of the management of animals in captivity in Lower Bengal. This was the first systematic manual on Jew management ever written. Based on 13 years of observation, the 350-page book detailed the habits and health of 241 mammals and 402 birds. The international scientific community was awestruck. The prestigious journal Nature praised the work, noting that its author deserves great credit. This success led to his international recognition. For the first time, zoological scholars abroad learned that an Indian had so skillfully presented his works and ideas to the world. Ram Brahma spent a good amount of time in global consultancy. He received an invitation to the International Congress of Zoology at Cambridge in 1898. Sanyal toured major zoos in London, Paris, Berlin, Vienna, Antwerp, Amsterdam, Hamburg, Dresden, Bavaria, and Naples, later providing expert advice to establish or improve zoos in Bombay, Rangoon, and Karachi. Sanyal earned several recognitions. He was made a corresponding member of the London Zoological Society and conferred the title of Rai Bahadur by the British government in 1899. The Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1897 embraced him as an associate member, where Sanyal contributed regularly by his deliberations on science matters. Published in 1896, his second book, Hours with Nature, aimed to make the subject of nature accessible to a broader audience in easy language and foster a deeper appreciation for the environment. Ram Bahadur had an insatiable thirst for knowledge and he unceasingly acquired it. The scientist in him did not let him rest. His continuous hard work, perseverance, inquisitiveness, and unremitting experiments made him a great scientist. Despite his brilliance, Sanyal faced the quiet indignities of colonial life. He was often penalized for trivial errors that his European counterparts might have ignored, and for 20 years, the management failed to provide him with the decent housing they had promised. In a 1908 appeal, he noted with some grief that although the necessity and importance of providing a suitable building for the superintendent's residence was recognized some 20 years ago, I have never had a decent house to live in, and the consequence has been that I have all along suffered the discomforts brought on my unhealthy and unsuitable housing. As I am now getting on in years, its effects are beginning to tell upon my health. The unhealthy and unsuitable housing was finally taking a toll on his health. Ram Brahm Sanyal passed away on 13th October 1908 just months before his scheduled retirement. He was treated in his final days by the legendary Dr. Neelratan Sarkar. He left behind a grieving family, 62 employees, and a living legacy of 1,384 animals. Sanyal's work transformed the Alipur Zoo from a simple collection of animals into a respected scientific institution. His methodology was so advanced that the British administration struggled to find a replacement upon his retirement, noting that his specific blend of skills was nearly impossible to replicate. The managing committee, once hesitant to appoint a native superintendent, admitted in 1907 that we do not think that it would ever be possible to obtain a successor of the type of Rai Bahadur Ram Brahma Sanyal. Experience such as his can only be acquired by the work of a lifetime. Sanyal believed a Jew should not be an exhibition but a place to demonstrate naturalistic behavior of the animals. His perseverance and inquisitive spirit proved that scientific greatness is born not just from titles but from unremitting observation and a deep love for the natural world. The Alipur Zoo, under the able leadership of Ram Brahma Sanyal, became a center of attraction and many reputed persons visited the zoo. The exiled Nawab of Awadh, Wajid Ali Shah, was a regular guest and had developed a warm acquaintance with Sanyal. He donated several animals and birds from his personal collection. Swami Vivekananda and Sister Nivedita too visited the zoo in 1898 and accepted the hospitality of Sanyal. Viceroys, governors, and rulers of princely states were also on the list of visitors. Sanyal developed key professional skills of his own. For more than 13 years, he recorded daily scientific observations of animal health, diet, behavior, sickness. He exchanged knowledge regularly with institutions and personalities of repute worldwide. He earned expertise in landscape gardening, mimicking natural environments, and designed enclosures for providing safe and comfortable habitations for the animals and birds in captivity. He was a suave, simple man, yet a disciplined hard worker, fully focused on his jobs. He never remained idle, never took rest. What Rahbram Sanyal did in repressed British India is definitely more important than his image that may be delineated today after 175 years of his birth. Thank you very much. Now some word power. The Alipur Zoo, spearheaded by figures like George King, Louis Swendler, and John Anderson, officially opened to the public in May 1876. Spearhead, Spearhead. Spearhead means a person or group that leads something like a course of action. He became a self taught polymath, performing duties that would today require a team of specialists. Polymath, polymath, a person of wide knowledge or learning. Ram Brahma was undaunted and continued to perform his jobs relentlessly and silently. In 1892, Sanyal published his magnum opus, a handbook of the management of animals in captivity in Lower Bengal. Magnum opus. Magnum opus means a writer's most important or great work. The international scientific community was awestruck. AWES TRUCK, abstract means fill with great admiration or respect. What Ram Brahma did in repressed British India is definitely more important than his image that may be delineated today after 175 years of his birth. Delineate, delineate means to describe with accuracy or in great detail. Thank you very much.